Hey guys, ID here. Welcome to the second episode of Community Logos. In this episode, we're going to design some free logos. So I received 6 entries this week, and out of those six, surprisingly, five were actually eligible for the free logo. And I was super pumped about it. I wanted to create the logos ASAP. So that's what I'm doing right now in this video. In this video, we'll be designing logos for three of those contestants. And let's get started. So the first one is a page on Instagram called the Tech Hacker. You can see the screenshot somewhere on the screen, and it's a web development kind of page. Technological. I love it. So we're gonna create a good logo for it, I guess. We'll see towards the end what happens. The second one is a fashion brand called Purify, VIE, which is French for life. Neat name. Maybe we'll create a good logo. Let's see what happens. And the last one for today that I'll be doing is a page on Instagram again. It's a writing page and it's called Hot Type. You can see the screenshot on the screen somewhere. And so now that we have a little bit of context, let's get to the process. So I started with the Tech Hacker, and to make a logo for them, it was a web development page. So I tried some web development related icons. I tried the binary codes, and I was looking for something that could work and would suit their page better. One thing I picked up was that the page already had a lot of dark background images on that, so I thought I'd keep that in the logo design. And I really like this idea of this cube because it just shows different dimensions of something, like 3D. So I thought that it could be really good, especially for the page owner, because she's doing some other pages as well. So I thought, why not? She's showing her different dimensions. So I thought a cube would be a good idea. So that's what I used. So it's a cube. You can see the T on one side, the H on the other side, and then the upper one is just a solid shape because I wanted it to look like a cube. Without it didn't look like a cube very much. So after this, it was the time for choosing the colors. So I was looking for a lot of colors, especially reds, since the owner was interested in going in that direction. But I guess green brings something fresh. Green represents fresh, and it works good on dark background. So that's what I used. So this is the design. Then it came about the type. Type was simple. So these were the basic colors I used. So white, black, because black was already there in the page, and green, and I think they work. That's it. So this one is for Purify. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. I don't know French, so I'm just gonna pronounce it in English, which is Vi. So Purify. So I thought "why" was an interesting word because it means something. In French, I thought it was just a word, but no, it means actually something. It means life in French, and so I thought I'd make it hand lettered so that it has a different vibe to it. So this is the focus word. And I thought about writing the word pure as well, but what happens when you have two words and you write both of them hand lettered? Is that you lose contrast, so like both of the words would feel like they're the single word, but they're not. So this is like something that I use to bring contrast. So like one word can be hand lettered, the other one could be a really good font, and so that's what I did. So I guess this Y looked really good. I paired it with the Roboto Bold in the fonts because it was really contrasty. Like Roboto is really straightforward font, modern and sharp. So I thought that would work really well with this organic hand lettered sort of thing. So there it is almost. So after that, I thought I could increase the tracking so that the text height can be reduced without actually reducing the width, because I wanted the width of pure and wire to be the same. And so that's what I did. And this is the final logo design. Then it came to choose the colors, and this is actually really hard. I was trying a lot of colors, basically girly sort of colors, because that's what the brand is all about. I wanted them to stand out, and so I thought really saturated pink would be good for them. So this one is the last one. That's for the page called Heart Type, and this one actually took the longest because I had an idea in my mind for the heart, um, and it was this one. Like I thought I'd make. No, I wasn't going for like making a checkered one, but as you will see as it will unfold, it was about overlapping something. You know, we'll see. But this one, like I was making it for the first time, something like this. So it took me quite a while, and so some things were not going right, some things were okay, but this is the learning process. So I get to learn a lot doing this, and thanks to the people who actually participate in such things, actually increasing my knowledge and skill set. And so now you can start to see what I was going for. It was basically like this side of the heart was overlapping the other side, and so you could now you can see what I mean. But obviously I wanted it to be perfect, or at least as close to perfect as it could be, because nothing's perfect, that. Okay. um, so it was hard, but I love it. I loved it. So as you can see, I was struggling a little bit, but it's fun. And so this was done. But the problem that it had was like this was too detailed. Like, when in small sizes, it wouldn't be, like it would like the lines would not be visible, so they would create a mess. Yeah, a mess, not a mesh. They would create a mess. So I decided to reduce the number of lines exactly by half, and did the same exact thing, which actually should not have taken that long, but it was a good process. So this one actually took about, I guess, 30 minutes to make. The other ones were about 20-25, so pretty close, but this one's the longest. So now this is something I was satisfied with, and it looked awesome, at least to me. And I was looking for a good type to pair with it. Now, since this one was very geometric, I wanted to contrast it with something like a script. So this was lobster too. I guess bold, maybe. I guess bold. So so now this was the time to find the colors. Again, hard, but since it's related to heart, I guess pink would do good. I didn't want to give the same pink, but this is the color I gave. That's it. So these are the 3 logos that I made in this video. I would really love to hear from you guys. What do you think about the designs? And actually I've sent these designs to the contestants as well, and I'm waiting for the reviews. As soon as they reply, I'll be sharing them on my Instagram stories. So stay tuned for that. And also the rest 2 designs that I made this week, I'll be sharing them on my Instagram as well. So stay tuned for that as well. And if you want a free logo for yourself, you can go to my Instagram, watch my story highlight called free logo, and follow all the steps, and you can get your free logo in the next weekend. That's it. Stay tuned, because more stuff is coming really soon. Okay, bye.